won the PPA Tour Asia Vietnam Open in September, so they do have some chemistry together.
Fight out. 0-0-1.
What a dink there from Dizon out of the air.
Getting behind Jade early. I think they're going to have to do a lot more of that in this match if they want to compete.
Jackie out ahead of that one. Do the Kawamotos miss any drops ever? It seems like the answer is no.
No, if they do, it's, you just imagine it.
Okay, got it. Yeah. It's a mythical creature, a Kawamoto drop miss.
Second serve.
Oh, really?
A little early
from Dizon.
A little jittery.
Good deception there out of the air from Truong. Obviously not the tallest of players, but she was able to take that one out of the air and go kind of inside in on Jade and kind of cross her up.
Fight out.
Completely fooled her.
Yeah, Alix was sitting back in there, and Jade found her forehand.
0-1-1.
Alix and Meghan unwinding the stack right now. Great point there. All around, great defense from Alix and Meghan.
0-1-2. Fight out.
You just imagine that.
I did, okay. Or we could call it a commentator's curse, either way.
1-0-1.
Some good stuff from Jackie there. We talk a lot about Jade filling the middle, but Jackie took a couple balls early in the point there and then got back up for that lob. Pretty impressive.
1-0-2.
That's disgusting.
Wow.
It's just demoralizing, you know?
For sure, Alix had taken like a half step forward and had 0% chance of getting back to that one. Way to fill middle there from Truong.
Jackie's really directing traffic from this end.
Truong maybe forgot that Jade is left-handed and
that her vertical is about 4'5".
yeah, not ideal.
1-1-2.
Oh my. That's a ridiculous shot there from Jackie.
That's a big serve.
3-1-2. Right out.
Alix is going to have to play bigger like that if she wants to keep them back.
One, 3-1.
Just a few uncharacteristic misses on both ends here.
Oh boy. Great counter there from Truong for the point. Little news from Championship Court. The first women's doubles, Catherine and Rachel upset 12-10 and 11-4 by Lacey Schneeman and Editui Onatoa.
In two.
A couple of upsets today on quarterfinal Friday.
22-14 is a pretty decisive scoreline.
Yeah.
Lacey's been playing well this week.
Yeah.
4-3-1.
No shade to Edda here. I just haven't watched her as much, but I've been impressed by Lacey's play.
Yeah, Lacey had a really good start to 2025, but then didn't really show much towards the end. So playing well here, maybe building up some momentum for the 2026 year.
I hope so. Still one of my favorite players. This just has great ceiling to her. Just need to put a few more pieces together.
Great Ernie from Alix Truong.
Wow.
She's playing really well on the left. I know it seems like she's trying to transition to a left side player in the women's game, and she's playing well on the left here.
She's holding up. The dinks are holding up. Really relying on that lob to create a lot of offense. It hasn't converted as much, but once that starts hitting, it can be a problem.
Yeah, Jackie and Jade not known for their extreme power on overhead, so I like the lob play, but so far many of those lobs have not been great yet. What a get from Dizon. Okay, we're not stacking. Oh boy. Oh, Jackie gets her out of it.
Ooh.
I mean, Alix Truong is what, 5'3"? She's putting some power in there and causing the Kawamotos to call a timeout here in game one, down 6-3. We will head to a quick commercial break and be right back in action here at the Carvana Masters, powered by Invited. Truong and Dizon up early, 6-3 in game one over the Kawamotos, with Dizon serving at 6-3-2. Kawamotos do unwind, and then Jackie gets a little bit too big on that forehand speed up, and she's obviously frustrated with herself.
7-3-2.
That's a ridiculous lob from Meghan.
Point.
Chris, it's so funny in the booth. You're not at the right angle to look at and see all those line calls. And I'm like, oh, that ball was definitely in. And Meghan's just picking it up because it was probably 2 inches out. And I'm like, oh, for sure that one's in.
It does look in from this angle.
Lie down.
Jackie's playing quite aggressively. Seeing a lot of balls sped up off the bounce on both wings.
Yep.
One.
Oh, Jade unable to take care of that one off the net.
3-8-2. Lie down.
Okay, full service with no points on the board for the Kawamotos.
Second serve.
That's back to the Kawamoto style, just moving the ball around.
Yep.
8-3-2. Lie down.
Quick side out there. Kawamotos feel like they're doing well when they're returning, but they're not finding any kind of rhythm on the serve. And sometimes it's just a little play like that off of a weird net cord that gets the momentum going.
4-8-1. I'll recall. 4-8-1. Second serve.
Jackie just struggling a little bit on that backhand dink.
4-8-2.
Expect that to be shored up quickly here.
Point.
Couple dink errors here. The game had some momentum, and now it's like a battle of attrition here, which I think favors the Kawamotos, right? They want those longer points to move the ball around.
I think so. I just don't see the normal confidence coming from their end right now.
Lie down.
Whereas Alix is moving well. She looks comfortable.
You know what is interesting, Chris? towards the end of 2026, the Kawamotos were playing with a Yola for most of it. I think they are still paddle free agents, but they are playing with Proton currently.
Yeah, there was a time last year they were using the Proton, so they might have just gotten pretty comfortable with that paddle.
$9-5-1.
Great athleticism from Truong. What a lob. Oh my goodness gracious. Great lob by Jackie, and then she just hits the ball long.
Yeah, we've had a few long balls from Jackie and some speed ups into the net. Just one characteristic on her part, I'd really play more patiently and try to force Meghan and Alix to create their own offense at this point. And we have left side Jade.
Point game.
Wow, 11-5. That was a convincing win from Dizon and Truong. They really carried the momentum. Kawamoto's got off to an okay start and then really couldn't find their footing there. And Truong and Dizon win 11-5 in game 1. We are headed to game 2. We will be right back after these messages.
Point.
Good start there for the with that result from championship court. The winner of this match will play Lacey Schneeman at Atui Onatoa in the semis tomorrow.
Wow. I mean, if Alix and Meghan keep up this momentum, that makes final Sunday in a slam a huge opportunity for either team.
Jade getting big in the middle.
Moving.
Yep.
That.
It is interesting watching the Kawamotos play together. Sometimes Jackie's getting big in the middle, sometimes Jade. Whoever's feeling it more, I think they talk about that, and whoever has better momentum kind of can take over at times.
I mean, 4 semifinal appearances in a row, that's no joke.
Yes.
And that is smooth. I mean, would you put the Kawamotos in a top 4 team?
For sure, absolutely. Would you?
Absolutely. Maybe top 3.
And you know what's crazy, Chris, is Alix and Meghan weren't even supposed to play this one together. They're making the quarters. They're having a really good run, looking at a semifinal run here. And the partnership came together because of Paris Todd's suspension. Meghan was supposed to be playing with Paris, and then she picked up Alix to replace Paris. So really good.
It's a brand new partnership, right? They never played together.
They have. Actually, they won the PPA Vietnam Open in September.
Point.
And that's no joke either.
No, for sure. Those Asian tournaments are getting better and better.
1-3-1.
Are you going to any this year?
I would love to go. I haven't been invited.
Okay, okay.
Are you asking? Do you want to play?
You don't want to play with me. You already know that.
I like playing against you better than
Yeah, it's much easier. Much more fun.
Right out.
Looks like Meghan and Alix are unwinding. Alix Truong with another Ernie.
Second serve.
I mean, she left before
Yeah.
the paddle even went off Jade's paddle. She was all over it.
She's playing great right now.
3-1-2.
Oh boy.
Right out.
Very rarely see that from the Kawamotos. A little miscommunication in the middle.
Just when it looked like the Kawamotos are starting to pick up some steam, they are interrupted.
1-3-1.
Quick side out here.
both the Kawamotos looking back like, please don't let that go in like the last couple did.
And Truong with a little, trying to get him to call it in, but I think
Should've
she knew it
worked
was long too.
Right out.
If you play rec with Tice, he hits that ball every time.
Oh, for sure.
3-1-1.
And probably into the net. Yeah, I don't get to play nearly as much as I would like.
3-1-2.
We're just trading, not scoring points here. I think it's 5, 6 rallies in a row with no points scored.
I mean, Jackie's conversion rate on that third shot drive has got to be, in this game, sub 50% at this point.
1-3-1.
Time to mix it up.
One hand slice drop from the baseline. I don't know if I love that. Yeah, and to your point, Chris, Jackie's drive didn't need to be perfect there. They're unwinding the stack. They're both moving. It just needed to get over the net, and it wasn't even close. Great offense from the Kawamotos. Great defense from Dizon and Truong, just not enough.
Three, 1-1.
Unbelievable baseline lob. She was on it.
When things aren't going your way, do what Jackie Kawamoto did and just hit a perfect third shot lob to the baseline, apparently.
Very deceptive. Try to hold that backhand and then just place it right down the line when she had Jade leaning.
Oh. Okay. We're switching Meghan to the left. They have not really scored many points in 2 service points, so I guess if they're can't be giving away points to a top 4 seed here.
See if they can create some momentum here.
Great job there by Jade, putting that one away.
Don't want to give Jade that high backhand. She doesn't place it so well.
Dizon and Truong are in an extended discussion here, figuring out if they want to unwind the stack or not. And it looks like they're going to unwind.
Second serve. 3-1-2.
I mean, Alix is playing well and following her volley, really moving side to side very well.
1-3-1.
lob. The ball was an inch off the ground.
Great recovery there from Jackie on that. That was a great lob.
I mean, the control that you have to have with the paddle face and to find the right amount of power to just still be that low.
Yep.
The way she was standing is so difficult. I'd like to see Meghan being a little assertive over there and trying to pull a couple off the forehand bounce in front of her.
Yeah, I like that spot from her, huh? Yeah, that was nice. Jackie kind of sitting forehand and got it on the backhand.
Does this feel like a 3-2 score line, Tice?
I feel like we've been playing for 20 minutes and it's like 9-8 and instead it's 2-3. What about you?
I couldn't agree more.
Great reset there from Jade. Another one from Dizon. Oh, that could be a momentum shifter there for that one.
Alix clearly frustrated with herself.
Yep.
Still talking about the way that she hit that shot, staring at the net.
Yeah, a lot of discussion there. I like the communication. Looks like they're calling a timeout. I would. Yep. Welcome back to Grandstand Court. Kawamoto's up 5-2 with the serve on a 1. 5-2-1. All the momentum in the Kawamoto's direction. Chris, have you seen anything in particular after this point? Have you seen anything in particular that the Kawamotos have done different in Game 2 to really gain this momentum?
It just looks like a confidence shift for me. I mean, Jackie's moving better. She's hitting through the ball where she was a little bit more tentative in the first game. They're struggling to create as much offense in Game 1, whereas now they're kind of bringing it to them. And when they're on the return, they're forcing Alix and Meghan to create their own offense rather than trying to speed up and win the point themselves.
Jackie just hit Jade's visor.
Her visor almost came off.
Chicken wing? Almost. So what a play.
Fixing the visor.
Jackie and Jade are going to have a little talk with each other after that one. Probably some sister not-so-niceness with hitting the visor.
Gotta love the Jade lob to overhead to drop shot combo.
Just for the fans at home that couldn't hear that, Alix definitely just said sorry and didn't mean it at all. I promise.
Way to lean in, Jackie.
Good return there from Truong to get a little bit of momentum. We'll see if they can put some points on the board, but this one feels destined for a third game here.
2-9-1.
Little miscommunication there. As soon as that ball got through, Alix is telling herself that's my ball forehand, and she left it.
Definitely taking ownership and communicating well with Meghan, though. Still trying to keep it positive, but definitely frustrated with herself. For her size, Alix is really able to create a lot of torque when she's leaning in and grabbing that forehand ball up in the middle.
I agree 100%. I would actually make a statement that is Alix probably hits the ball hardest pound for pound of any player on the women's side. I mean, she's one of the smallest women, and she can really get a lot of torque.
I mean, given she's playing with Meghan too, I mean, this is a team that can bring a lot of firepower.
Yep.
Moving the ball so well right now.
Mm-hmm.
Meghan's forehand game doing a lot of the work here.
This is a crazy point. Good talk from Alix.
This is pickleball.
What a winner. Oh my goodness.
Just
what a
the
point. The
inside dink winner.
crowd is definitely appreciative. What a point. Dink
Jade
winner on that
admiring
one.
her
Huh?
sister's work there. Good job, sis.
9-4-1.
Getting on top of that ball.
This is some high-level pickleball we're watching here. I mean, the Kawamotos have really turned it around in this second game.
Part of the rest of the field.
Game point number 1 here.
Case in point. ball in the booth, Eric.
I had good hands earlier in an earlier match. Somebody hit a ball right over here. I caught it, and no one gave me any credit. It was ridiculous.
I see you. I see you, Eric.
Second game point here for the Kawamotos to force the third.
And we are headed to 3.
Yep, it felt once the Kawamotos pulled away in that second one, it felt destined for 3. Super high level pickleball being played here. We're going to a third game in a row on grandstand court. We'll be right back. But if they can find a better lob, I think that can definitely change the rhythm.
Yeah, in game 1, they were a lot more successful to use that lob, even if they weren't necessarily converting on the point. I think it's just kind of creating those different patterns and those different looks was what got them through that first game.
Find out.
Gosh, when Meghan gets that ball on her forehand, she has a lot of tools in the tool bag to where she's going to put that thing.
Not just on a tie either. I mean, she's taking some volley dinks out of the air, putting both on both sides. Looking really good. For a player whose forehand dink was a bit of a liability, a year ago, she's certainly come a long way.
Yep. What a reset from Jackie. Oh, I think Truong got away with one there. She put it high to Jade's backhand, but got away with it.
0-0-1.
Good comms again from Alix Truong. Oh! Jackie with a little pancake there.
Way to slide over and just take that forehand right through the middle. It's just the court awareness too.
Right.
It's just on a different level. The placement, the anticipation is just in a tier of its own.
Great job by Dizon. Great reaction from Dizon.
0-0-2.
No way.
And this is what it takes to win a point with the Kawamotos.
This is
They're
crazy.
just giving them nothing, and they're trying so hard.
No way. And then Jade body bags both of them off of Truong into Dizon. That's crazy. That was a crazy
bag. Goated.
1-0-2.
Alix's footwork starting to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, she's getting pushed off that line in the middle there.
Great spot. Great spot and shape from her, Alix there.
Yeah, she's been, when she speeds up at Jade's backhand, Jade is usually ready for it, but she kind of caught her in that chicken wing on the forehand side.
Trying to find the same spot.
Ball. Battles in the non-volley zone. Second serve.
Battle touch the ground.
Must have. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She used it to, like, keep her momentum. Oh, we got the lob serve.
Love a good lob serve. Jade really working the ball right now. Just having it on skates. That's so hard and so frustrating to deal with. It's just death by 1,000 cuts.
She did a really good job. For those at home, she did a really good job moving Alix out to the outside. Therefore, she could not cover middle. And then she hit Meghan with the dink to her left foot, which is much more difficult.
What a speed up. Great spot from Jade there.
Jeez. Well, we talked about it in game 2. It's 3-0. It doesn't feel like 3-0 in this third game.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Very good spot there from Dizon, getting all the way across Jade, not letting the forehand happen, and tying her up there. Oh, wow. She caught her backing up. Great. You talked about the court awareness and just being aware of
Jade
what's
just
going on
kind of
there.
scooting in as she hits that ball too, and then holding it while she's scooting in. Ball's low. It's tough to read that thing.
.402.
Much better lob there from Dizon. And a half-hearted overhead from Truong. Neutralized.
Wow.
Kawamotos are just relentless. We're looking at 5. Do they want, ooh, early timeout here at 5. Interesting. You like that timeout or no? Great timeout and great ball through the middle from Dizon.
Meghan's nice with it.
She showed it a little bit with the forehand earlier, but that backhand right through the middle was very deceptive. What was that?
That inside out, I mean, it's doing so much work for Jade throughout the whole match. Jackie has that shot too, but the way they're able to just push their opponents to both sides, because they both have that forehand dink that can push the outside lines.
Great over. I talked earlier. I said a half-hearted overhead from Truong. She fully got into that one and won the point. Maybe this one point will get them some momentum.
She's trying to get herself fired up.
Yep.
Great move.
What were you saying about inside out forehand from Jade?
I mean, it's doing a lot of work. You watch how many points they've won this match, and it's not a small number. That's tough.
Timeout, Meghan.
Welcome back to the Carvana Masters, powered by Invited. We are on Grandstand with Kawamotos up 6-1 in the third against Truong and Dizon.
Second serve.
Uncharacteristic missed third from Jade.
6-1-2.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was sorry, it was a mythical creature. I apologize. It didn't actually happen.
Alix getting fired up.
Yeah. I like the idea from Jackie. The execution was a 1 out of 10 on that lob. Great job by Alix getting back and hitting the overhead.
Alix really had to hit about a dozen overheads in this match.
Oh, yeah.
She's getting lobbed a lot. Kawamoto defense on full display here. Alix letting her know.
What a point. Yeah, Truong is fired up right now.
Picking up a little momentum.
2-6-1.
Great cover middle from Dizon there. Okay, we're getting a little lob happy here, Chris. I think one has worked, and now maybe we need to reel it back in a little bit.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. We saw Jackie do it in game one, and we just saw Jade do it with a dink winner. Clean dink winner.
Wow. These Kawas got something else, I'll tell you what.
6-2-1.
Alix has been caught closing in on that too quickly a few times. It's gotten her in trouble. Just really taking those low volleys in the transition zone has gotten her pelted a couple times, unfortunately.
7-2-1.
Jackie really playing with intention right now.
No way. The Kawamotos were out of that point, and then Jade just saved them.
The Kawamotos are never out of it, Eric.
That's true. That's fair.
8-2-1. 45 seconds.
when Jade slaps that thing on both sides, we talk about like the lack of power from the Kawamotos, but she can put that pressure on the wall. Unreal.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, Alix just won that point, and yet again, she did not, because the Kawamoto's defense is outrageous.
They're just clip farming at this point.
Yeah.
One.
Love that bunt dink from Jade. Great choices.
Great match there from the Kawamotos, who end up winning at 11-2 in the third, but very, very entertaining